I think by teaching on it, teaching on the doctrine of suffering, teaching the books of the Bible that deal with suffering, First Peter, James, Job, looking at the sufferings of our Lord, looking at the sufferings of those in the Old and New Testament who went through suffering, Joseph, Stephen, just there's so many examples of the saints of old, the prophets who suffered, and who the apostles and the disciples. So I think giving us a good, healthy doctrine of suffering, helping us also by taking us to people, the martyrs in the past, the even current people who are suffering now around the world. I think I read where there's 96,000 people that are persecuted every year for their faith. So, hearing their testimonies, people in our churches that are going through suffering, whether it's persecution for their faith or whether it's suffering like me, trials through death of loved ones. So I think listening, giving them opportunity to share and to, like you're doing with me now, what are you learning and how can we better, serve in this area where people are suffering? So, um, just broadening our horizon and giving us some understanding of the doc, because we don't like to talk about it. We only want to hear about the good stuff and the football and just whatever pleases the ear. But we need, and especially depending on what happens to our country, we better be learning about the doctrine of suffering and persecution, because we are there now and it's probably going to get worse depending on what happens. I think it's going to get worse. So, yeah, I
I
think the church needs to prepare us by teaching us about it.